Welcome to the round table. The beard is gone. I'm not. Oh god, my skin gets old.
Smooth like a baby.
Yeah, I wanted to say that, but then I thought, no, it's not like that. I mean, I already have a 5-blade razor, but there are still stubbles here and there that I just can't cleanly razor off, and that's very annoying. In any
The manliness.
Hmm?
The manliness will simply not be restricted.
I think that has nothing to do with that. It's more like can't hide the ape genes. Just wants to grow over the whole face.
Well, monkeys are cool, and apes are cool, so...
Are they? Oh,
No.
whatever. Let's continue. We were in the middle of a trial with a major cliffhanger, I think.
Let's see.
Nick, are you sure about this?
I think... Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out.
Yeah, how babies are made.
So that night, my mom and my dad
No.
got together. And the caretaker of the boat was with them.
Oh boy.
Well, and he called Robert Hammond to his shop.
Wait, now I'm confused. There was your a mom and a dad, and then someone got shot. Wow.
If you know what I mean.
Oh no, this is very confusing now. Oh well. This was around... yeah.
Yeah, this was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired a pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
I mean,
That is the question.
obviously.
I think so, but yeah, I'm unsure.
Are you serious?
I'm very skeptical as a person.
Yeah, let's
but
say it's Edgeworth rather... what?
I mean, he had it in the wrong hand.
No, I mean that he shoots in the water. But it makes sense, I mean...
Well, of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details.
Know this, Mr. White. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
Well, I guess a witness would be the only plausible explanation. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then... heart attack! The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
What about his... oh, maybe he had gloves on.
I would assume so. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly.
I think maybe he already went away and forgot why he was there.
We'll see.
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions.
Yay!
Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Wait, why didn't Miles tell us that he jumped in the lake?
Because he was confused, apparently.
How confused can you get?
I mean, he was apparently confused the entire time, which makes me almost wonder if he was drugged or something.
Yeah, that is so weird. I mean, why couldn't he? He must have. He couldn't be so shocked to be missed twice by a gunshot. And not remember. Oh, sorry. But this is where the whole suspension of beliefs falls out of the window or something.
Yeah, it's weird that no one asked him about this earlier.
I mean, someone asked him, but he couldn't remember because he was confused.
Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What White has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry. I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir! Oh, that's bailiff, okay.
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I asked you that remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared! He isn't at the boat shop either!
What?
What should I do?
Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
Oh, he is gone.
Release the hounds.
Smithers, release the hounds!
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Da-da-da-da-da.
No confetti today.
Yay, Nick, you did it!
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
White. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth?
No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... Oh, I want to tell you to get it off my chest. Okay. I can't make up my mind.
What is it? What is this about, Edgeworth? Might it start with D and L? And end with a 6?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime that you committed?
A memory of a murder. Oh, I remember something. I remember something. I think.
Saving our progress before the nightmare. And onward we go.
Sometimes I remember stuff from games I played years ago, but I struggled so much with my own past. What was Mr. Edgeworth? What?
Well, we can't replay our lives, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Not Edgy Boy. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never!
Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today?
10 out of 10.
I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on! Tell me the truth, it was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick?
Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two?
I think you can do better than that.
No!
Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero.
Let's see. Move into a bowing position. No, we can't do that. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today.
You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, the boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Us too. Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick?
Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me?
Never.
But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. What?
Well, just gonna leave them hanging, I guess.
Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait. Was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. New music. They saved me, Miles. And Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know.
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final.
Okay.
Let's waste time with story time.
It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial.
A class trial?
Like the ones from Danganronpa.
Oh boy, I never played or saw the anime.
Well, they got some pretty fun mysteries too. You
And
remember
lots
Larry?
of murder, as far as I know.
Yes. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
I see.
Just like this one. I still do it! Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see why you'd forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So they thought you did it?
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it!
That's Kid Phoenix.
I didn't do it!
Oh, you're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. I'm not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, and you shouldn't be allowed in the relay ways. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Oh boy. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it.
So much dialogue. Go over and apologize, Phoenix.
I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
He shouldn't have to apologize. Oh, no, that's the wrong voice. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He is. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you... Oh, wait. Who?
Larry, maybe?
Could be. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial's over.
That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
That's when I learned that... God damn it.
Not
what's
this
with
again. Duh. Well, save and then go back in. Why does it auto-scroll again?
Let's see...
Just over something.
I don't freaking know.
Is it still doing that, or did you click?
I clicked and it's not doing anything. So we're back in action, I guess?
I mean, yeah, the recording's still running, but that's weird that it happened.
Yeah. I don't know why.
So weird. Maybe the skip is accidentally triggered?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't touch anything on the keyboard, so... And I did
Yeah, but
try
maybe
everything on my
something is
mouse.
twitchy on my end, but I don't press anything either.
Nah, I don't know either. So, it's a mystery.
You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well... I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see?
When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident.
Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
It's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all.
That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times, but he never replied.
Guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he had become. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. in court.
That is just weird. Yeah, let's make an attorney. How is it called? Let's study to become an attorney for several years with grueling tests you have to take and all the stuff you have to learn just to become one, only to meet a stubborn old friend.
Yeah, that's some Naruto Sasuke level of friendship there.
I become a Hokage and then I can force you to do anything.
Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him.
What, Nick? So is that why you helped me out for free?
Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Oh, Nick! Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It very well may be.
First there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for who? Doctor Who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. In the trash.
Oh boy.
Let's see,
Wait, what? You want?
what do we have?
Okay.
Just reviewing. Does he know anything about?
Woohoo! I was hot out there. Hot!
I'm glad someone's happy about how this case is going. He seems too happy to care about anything I show him. But he is still in this office, so that would at least imply that he's gonna be here.
Not necessarily.
Well, fine. We'll go.
Oh.
Chicken little edgy boy. You look as grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
That's sad. It does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even.
Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
No. Hey Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, White, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yugi. Almost like Yami Yugi. He had to be the shooter. Any way you look at it.
It was a shadow game.
Yet he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
What's your relationship with Von Karma?
He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
Aside from interrupting people.
Why, what?
Just pointing out that Von Karma is objecting all the time.
Oh, of course. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, a perfect orgasm. He's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right! Now's not the time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit.
No kidding.
Oh yeah, next time you realize that it just scrolls on its own, you just press escape to bring up the menu.
Yeah, sure. Certainly. What do you think about his parrot?
Sorry, I'm not sure I can help you with that. Oh, he wants a cracker? Oh.
Let's see.
It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow on December 28th, it's the tooth of limitations runs out. Oh, I wonder what happens tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Could that be a coincidence?
But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
That is a point to bring up the fact that it might be that they coincide the dates, so to speak.
Yeah. The perfection that is only in games. All those coincidences.
Let's see, what else might be...
Yeah, show him the photo of his dead father.
Sure.
Nick, no!
He has to.
That's a photo of his father. Don't show him that.
You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories.
What is it?
Nothing.
Huh? Okay. Oh yeah, show him the pistol.
Ne pistoletta.
Oh, I was hoping he would explain why the 3 gunshots and the 2 missed him on purpose.
Yeah, just gonna go through all of these.
We can just go. We can come back when we run out of places to go, I would say. What are you showing me this picture for?
No reason.
You know, I was impressed by your deduction in the trial today. Granted, you were at the end of your rope, but still. Nick, he noticed.
Haha. Yeah, he noticed.
The attorney badge.
Yes, of course. God damn it.
Damn it. God damn it.
God damn it, Jamie.
I can help you with that. Yeah.
Oh,
Where are we
anything
going?
unlocked?
No.
Next, to the criminal affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet.
I'm sure he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop.
The boat-
Oh, sorry.
The boat shop caretaker.
He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. No, wait, that I should have done the accent. Shy shusha.
Well, good luck, Gumshoe.
Okay, move along then.
No, we have to check in with the chief. He's glued to his computer.
What? That's not possible. The world ended yesterday?
He must be reading predictions for the future on someone's homepage.
Oh god. All those
Be a
predictions
silly
that the
person.
world goes under every goddamn year.
Almost.
Every goddamn year for the past few years. Oh, sorry.
Hippie, no long time no see.
No, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, eh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. I was like, sorry about that. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have the scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come with me. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. So long, suckers.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today.
What?
While Lotta was camping,
Yeah, we ran out of money.
the woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
Guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Oh.
A good one. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Do we ever get anything
No, probably.
in this place? Winter's chill.
I don't know, but my
Yeah.
toes are starting to feel numb.
Yes, my poetry has that effect on some people.
Oh, we didn't even hear the poetry. I've
Well,
not read
it was
properly.
No, it was just a repeat.
Probably. I don't remember
Come on.
that with your feet going numb. Oh, the steel
I-
samurai's gone.
Huh? The steel I saw is missing.
I saw.
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work.
Hmm.
Oh, we can only go to the boat rental shop then.
Could he possibly be hiding in the one place?
Oh, maybe we can open the safe.
Oh.
That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
Never imagined he might be the real murderer.
I'd know that.
Oh no,
it is anywhere. It's him.
Hello, what might you be doing here? Out for a walk? Wow, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg? This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow, just like the prom. That's true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure either.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows? We'll never find out.
Oh, we can go in the shack.
Yes. Polly Bird is all alone.
Can we eat the food? Nobody's home. I know. Hey, it's Polly. Wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello. Can't believe he'd run off and leave this poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello. Annoyance. Oh boy. Now the safe. The safe.
See.
Go.
Well, first the birdie.
Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the bird's going to hate me. It's gonna hate me with an avian vengeance.
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Aww. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter.
The letter? Aw, boring.
There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in a very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth?
Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing.
Oh, it's all
red. Yeah, it's all sinister. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder in plot detail. Oh no, the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court.
Coincidentally.
It's all here, in perfect detail.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue.
Off to Edgeworth!
Yeah, and it's still not entirely... There's nothing left in the safe.
I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him.
He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Assuming he didn't write that letter at some other point?
Who wrote that letter, I wonder?
And when? Let's see. And no going to the forest. Back to Edgy Boy. No talk. All edge, no talk. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge? For ending the episode right here? Yes, indeed! I hope you enjoyed it so far. And thank you for watching up until this point. And stay tuned for more.
And if you enjoy what you see, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell.